cannot send me to a store when they're having a sale and springtime is like my favorite shopping because beach aesthetic is, I own that. All right, this may look a little crazy, but I promise you it's not. Let me explain. So you remember how I told you my hair is like falling out? Maybe I'm so stressed out and then doing a protein treatment twice, it has caused my hair to have a tantrum, to say the least. I'm a former truck driver of 12 years, and I want to talk about trucking. So if you're into that, stay tuned for the podcast. Welcome to my chaos. If you don't know, my name is Mindy, and I moved a couple of days ago, and this is part of my moving series. I don't know how many videos it's going to be yet, but stay tuned for all of them. Today, we are going to be tackling all the leftover boxes and getting this house more functional. Because let's face it, living out of boxes is not fun, functional, or necessary. The storage in this place is a little less and different than my last place. So we're going to have to figure it out to see what works and what doesn't. This tray is overlapping into the sink. So a lot of this stuff doesn't need to be here. We're going to come up with better storage solutions. I'm going to be making a list of things that I think would help the situation once I actually visually see what I have, where it's going to go. We've already put the boxes on the floors that they need to be in. I'm in a 3-story house. For the most part, we don't have to move anything except for the mattress that just came in for the spare room. It's on the 2nd floor, needs to be on the 3rd. But other than that, everything's pretty much in the area. I just need to unbox it. I'm also going to do maintenance cleaning, not deep cleaning, not anything like that. But since we've moved in, the floors have gotten a little dirty and just need to be vacuumed. And then I'm going to go through and just make sure that I've got the trash. I've got my rags and my multi-purpose spray. I'm just going to zhuzh some things up. But most importantly, the movers dirty the walls. So I have a magic eraser right here, and we're going to wipe the walls and get all the little bumps and bruises out. So to begin, I think I'm just going to put everything on the bed by taking my clean laundry off the bed. We're going to deal with this later. Nobody has time for laundry anyways. If you know me, you know that is a struggle. So I did bring a couple of bins up. I have 3 of them here. Here's the game plan. Since this doesn't work, we don't have that middle section like we used to, I definitely still want to use those, put them underneath the sink. But around here we have this closet. And so what I'm thinking is taking these bins with some of my products and putting them in here. But if you've been around for a while, you know that I have what I call the store. And I keep that in my office. And here it is. This is where I keep all my extra products. I have subscriptions to a lot of things, beauty related, and also I buy stuff on sale because we're trying to save every penny that we can. I know it looks like I have a lot, but I promise you, I got it all at discount. I am not an overconsumer. I just like a sale. I want to redo this. I do not like how it has that gap right there. So we're going to turn them back on their sides like they were and rejudge that up a little bit. But it is organized from the other day. Plus, I don't like my nail stuff out like this. If you don't know, this is going to be the scene for my new podcast that I'm creating. The podcast is not going to be related to this channel. I'm a former truck driver of 12 years, and I want to talk about trucking. So if you're into that, stay tuned for the podcast. I don't want all my nail supplies out. One, it's light sensitive, even though it is in black bottles, but also it doesn't fit. It doesn't work. Since we're in here, let me show you the chaos. So that's my standing desk with art supplies on it because I'm a crafter. I work from home, so I do leave that section of the desk. It's going to stay empty for my work computer. There's my personal computer, my printer. If you have printers, help me out because I can print stuff from my phone, but I can't get it to connect to my computer. So I might just have to have my IT friend come over and hook it back up because he's the one to begin with. But as you see, I got the TV and a little TV stand. That used to be my coffee bar. So now we're going to rejudge it. I'm thinking nail supply. Keep my beauty supplies in here, nail supplies here. This is a box of I don't know what to do with, and there's a bunch of nail supplies. That's Decor, and that's empty. Since we're upstairs, let me show you the rest of it because this is what we're going to be working on. And this is what I want to get rid of. Just random boxes. This is trash. This is empty. So technically trash, but like I've legit been putting trash in there. That one's empty. That's full of towels. That's full of towels. That's a tarp that goes over my bed that's in there. The bathroom, not much going on in here. I did bring my green machine up here to clean the couch. And of course, my favorite vacuum. Here's the spare room. Yeah, you know what? We're just not today. So I think what I want to do is, like I said, bring everything out of the bathroom into here, except for the big stands that actually go underneath the sink. They're pretty organized already. And then I'm going to take all this stuff and all of this stuff and put it on the bed, sort it out. Anything that can go to the store will go to the store. Any of the smaller products and active products will stay in here. And then I'm going to figure out a whole solution for that. So let's get that started. All right, this may look a little crazy, but I promise you it's not. Let me explain. This is like my hair towels and stuff after the shower. Now, this is random right here. That's where my makeup erasers go. This is products that like hydrogen peroxide and hair stuff. So I'm gonna work with that. That's just bigger bottles. This right here is duplicates, Q-tips, and cotton swabs and stuff like that. I'm gonna figure out this. This does go into two of the bathrooms. This is just my bottles. I had lotion in both of them, and my alcohol, and this is my cellar water. And I only have a little bit left, so that's kind of weird, but I don't know if I could fill it up all the way. This is like hair stuff, and that's like my makeup brush cleaner thing, and my silicone mats for my hot tools and like extra hair ties and stuff like that. This goes to my shower, so like my makeup brush cleaner and then my shower comb. So you remember how I told you my hair is like falling out? This is part of the problem. Now, it's not the whole problem, so I'm not going to talk crap about it, but this is a protein treatment. And with me being so stressed out and then doing a protein treatment twice, it has caused my hair to have a tantrum, to say the least. I'm actually working on fixing that and redoing it, so I am going to use a little bit of a clarifying shampoo to just strip everything out. Right now I have a hair mask in with oils, and this is the hair mask that I'm currently using. I am looking at ingredients to make sure like I'm not wrecking my hair more. This is the oil that I have in my hair. It's a peptide hair serum. And then I'm also using the scalp massaging oil, and it has like jojoba oil and vitamins A, C, D, and E in it. So like really good stuff. But yeah, being stressed out and using a protein treatment on your hair is no bueno. So we're putting this away for a little while, and I will test it again at a later date when my hair has grown back, and I'll tell you exactly what I think of it. And this box right here is like all my waxing stuff. I'm going to take that to a different bathroom. In this box right here, it's all like storage containers and like organizational stuff. And then this is all my actives. All the active products I'm currently using or sampled and need to finish using, things like that, and like my makeup and everyday products. And so that box is a lot, but that one's going to need to go sit with me in the bathroom while I go through it. All right, so that doesn't work. He's already got a stand on this side of the sink with a whole bunch of stuff in there. This side does not fit two stands, but I have my hair stuff in there. But I really need a 3 drawer thing, this one per se, in there instead, and put my makeup in here. And then I could put my hair tools elsewhere and in a bucket type thing, like those white buckets in there. So crap. And all of this is just dumped out. Oh man, what a pickle. So I'm just picking one that may fit, and we're just gonna organize it later. I don't have all day to sit here and do this. I do have all day, but we're not doing that today. I have no interest in doing this today. Let's see, these are laying down. That's part of the problem. There you go. Just wait. Oh, that actually fits. I was surprised. That's a face mask. I think the face mask I'm just gonna put in the store area. That maybe that too. I'm also listening to a true crime podcast because I love true crime. So if you love true crime, let me know. Put the skull and the crossbones in the comments if you love true crime. And also let me know your favorite podcast. Right now I'm listening to Anatomy of Murder, and I find that I really enjoy it. All right, this is what I'm thinking so far. This is going to be my everyday products that I'm using. This is going to go to the store. I don't know. I'm going to have to figure that out. This beauty blender is wet. That's why it's right here. But I do have these little stands for them. So once I get this organized, I'll start using that. I guess I was going to have to work right there. And then this is like the everyday, like when you need it type thing. And I just shoved that in there. But we're going to figure that out. And then as you saw, I got the makeup organized. Not really. And then I just threw that stuff in there. Let's tackle this stuff real quick and then move on to the next project.
All right, this is what my bathroom is currently looking like, and we're about to fix it. Like, all of this is just piled up with each other. This is makeup overflow, the makeup I use all the time. So I brought some baskets in here. This is going to be my empties. This is going to be products I've already used, tried out, that I want to keep and keep trying. And then this is going to be products that just need to be stocked. And then I do have another basket like this that's going to be for donations. So let's get this fixed. All right, it's not perfect, so never judge a book by its cover. But the sink looks good. Okay, all right. Doing things. I am going to buy some organizers. I found some that I like that I'm going to possibly purchase. I need to measure this to make sure it will fit. But I did put like a little acrylic liner in there and have everything separated, like makeup, skincare, hair care, and then extra. I don't know what to do with all this stuff. It's upside down because it's almost empty. But yeah, I just put like makeup and then brushes. I have my beauty sponges back there. I mean, on the surface it looks good, but let me show you. Don't judge me, but not everything is as perfect as it seems. There's the mess. So that's like the acrylic liner that I put into that thing right there. And then this is going to go to my beauty room. It's setting sprays I haven't tried yet. That's going to be my donate. But stay tuned because we're gonna come back. This is just a temporary band-aid to fix a bigger problem. Storage is a very big problem in this house. But I'm a big believer in you have to live in this space to figure out how it works for you. And I've only lived in this space for 2 weeks. So I'm just starting to figure out, okay, what's working, what's not working. Today we're gonna hang this very large picture with a monkey hook right here in this wall. So these monkey hooks are amazing. If you've never used them, it has a very sharp tip and you drill it into the wall with your hand that spins around and your wall sits like right here and it anchors itself into the wall. One of these monkey hooks will hold this very large picture. Okay, maybe you were right.
No, it must be tough for you, and you're recording it.
No, I'm gonna delete that part of the video.
Where you're gonna delete the part where I was saying you should put it higher, and then you moved it up higher.
The picture in the bedroom looks great, so let's work on this. When we moved in, we just used this as a junk room. We got these 2 bed frames out of storage, the blow-up mattresses, extra clothes, like random stuff. The bunkie board that I have bought does not work because we don't have enough slats in the bed frame. So instead of buying more slats and getting them cut and all that stuff, I'm still in the return window for the bunkie board. So we're just going to return that and just buy a box spring for this bed. So that being said, we just put the mattress over here in the corner. We're not going to be able to let it do its thing right now. That is a box of sheets. And then we just randomly styled more like placed things just to get an idea of what it's going to look like in here. So that was the box of sheets and the cover and Skelly. And so this is what my office is looking like at the moment. That is our little thing of rags that we used to clean. There's the monkey hooks and the command strips I brought up here. These boxes are going to storage in the attic. That was like the tote I just pulled out of there with a couple of pillows and the cat bed. That is a box of stuff I don't even know what to do with yet. That was the stuff I got yesterday. And then we just have pillows and a bed frame. And then that is our cat box rug. So yeah, this is still decently okay. Those boxes are gonna go to the attic. So we're staging some stuff to go up to the attic without moving it like 50 gajillion times.
So I've got these command hook curtain rods, and they have tool strips. You know how command hooks work. Here's a curtain rod that we had, and it works. Okay, so these are like, I don't know, I think they're like 10 pounds per thing. So maybe 20 pounds. I don't know. It just says 10 pounds.
So I weighed them. They're 5.8 pounds. So we're going to go with 6. So either way, if this is actually 10 or 20, it should be okay. And there was all the curtains in the bag. So where's my, you come in.
So what are the numbers?
Oh, I don't know.
You gotta, like, how
I
long?
want it 6 inches above.
6 inches above this.
But then we need to know how many rods. And there should be 2 sets of rods in here.
Unfortunately, nothing pieces. So we have. And tomorrow, I'll come up here and put the curtains on. I'm sorry. We'll come up here and put the curtains on.
See, this is some of the bumps and bruises I'm gonna have to clean up.
All right, we are on the second floor, which is the living room and the kitchen and the dining room and stuff. So I'm going to show you the mess and we're going to start working through it. It should be a little faster than it was upstairs, but the light's changing down here. I'm sorry about that. It should be a little quicker than it was upstairs, but there is more to do down here, so I'm not sure. But let's get turned around. Here's my fancy coffee bar. I built this coffee bar the other day and I've noticed that it's already getting dirty. So what I did was order a piece of plastic, PVC plastic. Anyway, it's gonna go on here. And then I already had this mat, but I bought 2 more. I'm gonna return one. But I was thinking the plastic mats can sit under the coffee makers and then just the PVC clear paper or plastic, whatever, can go over the rest of it. We may not unbox everything in here. Some of it will go to storage because when Ben and I lived separately, we had our own things. So we still just have extra stuff from when we were single, but we don't want to get rid of anything just yet. We may need it eventually. I don't know what I'm going to do with the fish stuff yet, but I wanted to stay somewhat close to the fish tank. I do have the food in there right now. All of my fish tank maintenance, I might just stick in the coffee bar. This section, so it is organized. This is going to go down in storage. That's empty boxes. The empty boxes from upstairs. This is the mattress that's really heavy that needs to go to the 3rd floor. I'm going to leave this trunk in here, and once this gets cleaned out, the cat tree is going to go over there, and then the trunk's going to go beside it probably. And then we have the cat tunnels, and we call it the crack house, that little cardboard house. We got it for the cats, but we just put catnip in it, so that hence the name. And that's fish tank stuff. This is all patio stuff, but the pollen is thick. It is so thick. So we're not trying to do anything outside at the moment. It rained the other day and it was like a sea of pollen. So we're waiting for one more good rain. And then once that happens, we're going to move all of this out. And I just got some command strip curtain rod type things. Don't know if they work yet. So we just got one pack to see. Ben's going to do that tomorrow. So we're finally going to cover this big window up. It's a door. But we're going to use the command strips to see how they work. And if they work well, then we're going to go ahead and buy curtains and curtain rods for all the windows in this place because this is a lot of windows than what we're used to. Hey guys, I look a mess.
We are working on this hair, trying to get it to grow back in. So it's loose, it's got oil, it's messy. We're not going to worry about that. We're downstairs on the first floor and we're getting ready to clean it a little bit. And I bought a console table to go right here. So we're going to build that to put it right here. And then I want to finish the shoe rack and put it in this closet right here. So as you can see, like, there's a lot of stuff going on right here. And then this is what this area over here is looking. I brought the vacuum down and I brought the basket of hangers down because this is going to be the shoe closet, utility closet, and coat closet. So it's like right here by the garage door. So we think that would be the best option. So I'm going to work on that closet while he builds the console table. So this is what this closet's looking like so far. My mom was nice enough to build some of the racks for us. We do have a few more we can build. And we're gonna put all the shoes on here. And then I do have a few coats down here, but I didn't have any hangers. So that's why I brought the hangers down. But yeah, apparently my cat's gonna help us and are you gonna help? And I don't know how well the video is going to be down here, so we'll see. All right, we just got done. Can y'all please tell me how you store your rugs? Because I have all these rugs right here, and I don't know what to do with them. Do they need to stay flat? Do you roll them up? How do you store your seasonal rugs? Like outdoor seasonal rugs, like the little doormat. You know what I'm talking about. So this is what this is looking like. I got everything basically organized. The shoe racks are done. Like I said, I don't know how to store those. And then this little table is built. It has glass shelves. So that's super cool. We just put a little rug right there. I need to vacuum down here still. This is all cleaning supplies that we've been looking for a couple of days. So this whole pile right here is about to go back upstairs. I don't think it's been up there yet. So I'm gonna vacuum and we're done. So I'm breaking down the boxes here. My box inspector is here. And here's some more boxes. These are the lids. That's the box. That's the box. That's the inspector. He's helping so much. Alright, so this is the after shot. We got a lot done. And this is where we're going to leave off as soon as we get this cleared. So, with all greatness comes a lot of wrecking. And I can't even show you, but there's stuff wrapped around the other side as well. While we were doing downstairs, the plastic thing came for the coffee bar. So let's do that real quick. I'm going to attempt to move everything off the coffee bar without breaking it. My track record has not been great, so fingers crossed. And here's the finished look. I think it looks good with the two black mats. I know you can't really see the plastic one, but that's for maintenance mainly. And then the blue light. So next time we just have to organize it and decorate it and make it beautiful.
Yeah, you should try that.
I just got home and I already smashed my toe, but I wanted to give you guys like a little haul of what I just bought to decorate this house. So I'm gonna prop you up on the stairs because it's so professional, and then I'm gonna show you what I got. So Michael's had the hugest sale and I had to take advantage of it. And artwork is so expensive, so we're gonna DIY because we're crafty over here. The sale was buy one, get two free. So I got 3 of each. This size right here, I was thinking, what if we like layer on this and do them above the coffee bar area? And then I got 3 of this size right here, and I don't really know what we're gonna do with it, but I was thinking maybe above the master bedroom or maybe in the bathrooms or something, just to put like some artwork in. And then I got this size, it's like as big as me. I got this size for the living room. I was like, these are good sizes. This one's 24 by 36. And like I said, I've got 3 of them. So I don't know. We're gonna have to come up with something, but I could not let this deal pass up because I need artwork. And like I said, we're crafty. Those are why I went to Michael's, but you cannot send me to a store when they're having a sale and springtime is like my favorite shopping, because beach aesthetic is, I own that, okay? So I saw this rug and I'm thinking about putting it right outside this front door. But isn't that cool? It's like hand painted. And when I say sale, I'm talking like 60% off on a lot of this stuff. And I got like a little jar. I'm gonna put my monomer in it for when I do my nails because it's out of control. Look at this. I got this thing for $20. Look how big it is. I literally just had that rug sitting inside of this. So I have no idea what I'm gonna do with this, but I could not let it pass up. So I'm gonna put it right here and I'm gonna show you what I was thinking. So right beside Michael's was a pop shelf. So I went in there to see what they had, just because I like to look anyway. And I saw that they had these, they're called dried floral bunch. But I swear they look like palm tree fronds. So what I was thinking, maybe something like this. Is this a vibe? I don't know, help. And where do I even put that? I don't even understand. And my cats will probably eat these. So like, obviously I'm gonna take them out of the plastic, but maybe in the spare room? Maybe. And then we needed hand towels. So I literally just picked up, these were like $2 a piece. So I picked up 4, that's all they had. These colors really match my aesthetics. It's like the blues and the tans, like where the sand and the water. So yeah, I got a handful of these, 4. I got 4 of them. So that's gonna be great. Here's a different look of this. There is like a couple of fronds in each one, but I don't know. Maybe I needed more, but these were like $5 a piece. So I wanted to know before I bought like everything. But yeah, look how big this canvas is. I'm so excited. And then there's the one right there, and then those, and that's the mat. And today my period started, so I'm like so unmotivated. Let me show you what I have in my trunk. Tons of soil, and I need to water things because I live in a house now, like we have duties. I have to water the shrubs outside, and honestly they're already dying because who trusts me? But the landlord did give us hoses. Oh, and is this sprinklers? Oh, and sprinklers, I had no idea. So maybe that makes it a little easier. But yeah, that's what I really need to do. And then I have leftover flower pots. There's 4 of them right there from when I had my trees separated. But there's just so much to do, and I'm just like, I'm so unmotivated. So I think what I'm gonna do right now is just put the rug out and see. Oh, there is one. I couldn't remember. So I did put one out there. Could it go on top? But that's the door we use because that's the garage. And like I said, that's hand painted, so I want it to look good for a while. So that's why I was thinking the front door. What if I layer it? Does that look good layered? I don't know. Should I just take this one out and put it somewhere else? I don't know. And then there's my dying plants. Yikes. And then I have a bunch right here, and then along the side of the house is a bunch more that's already dying. Oh man, I don't know. I don't know about this rug. I like it. I'm gonna keep it. I just don't know what to do with it. Let's put it inside for right now. So that actually looks pretty good, right? It's not perfect, but I think that looks decent. That one's a little short, but okay. So I don't think I want any more of these, but maybe some filler stuff. And because this is glass, like you have to be careful of the stems. I'm okay with fake, I'm okay with dried, but I want it to look good in the glass as well, right? Not like the obviously fake tacky looking ones, but if they're decently fake. But I think that's looking good so far. I like the look. Definitely thinking spare room because it's off limits to the cats. This shirt is like so big on me now. It used to be my favorite. It used to be like nicely fit, and now it's just so big. So pardon the disaster look up here. I like that. I think that's where it's gonna go. I'm gonna leave it right here for right now. And I'm going to start pizza dough, because we're gonna carve out. We carve out every period, so it's like the little highlight of the month. My to-do list is long, but my body is tired. My carpal tunnel is acting up really bad. I'm on my period, so I have a nice heating pad going across to my stomach, and I am just laying here watching TV because you know what? The house can wait. You have to take care of yourself, and in order to do that, you have to take a break. And that's okay. Like, my house is gonna be right here when I'm ready to organize and get my to-do list done. But until then, I'm going to relax so I can use my wrist, and I'm going to relax so that I'm not in pain for no reason, or no more pain than I need to be in.